Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us. We're about to embark on a part two, one of these rare part two one shots. Excuse me, that we tend to do quite often. This is going to be another Fear City one shot. We're joined by Rick. Rick, do you want to just introduce yourself? We'll go around the circle here. Rick.
Yeah, I'm playing Bruno BB Barone, tough fighter, but I'm working for the mob now. Next to me,
I'm Tino Agasti. You need to get somewhere. I'm the guy you call. That's it.
All right, go ahead, Max.
I'm Rolando Vipera Vitale. Best shot around.
And not to be outdone, our new player, welcome to Nick from Black Lodge Games. We're really glad to have you, Nick. Who are you playing tonight?
They call me Fingers Pedrodi. Never you mind why. What you need to know is that some people take things don't belong to them. I find it and I place it back where it belongs, in your pocket.
That's exactly where it belongs, in our pocket. The heat of the 1975 summer in New York City has faded over the ensuing months after the excitement of a kidnapping and a drug deal gone bad. You find yourself once again in the intimate yet exceptionally popular Pianos restaurant and jazz bar. The place is packed as usual. It's an early September evening. In the back of the restaurant, a table for four that no matter how many people line up outside is always empty, except for tonight, where the four of you sit around this table waiting for the illustrious, talented, beautiful, and deadly Rosetta to finish her song and approach the table, which she does, to quiet applause all around. She walks up to the table. Gentlemen, thank you for arriving so promptly.
Stand up as she approaches.
Ah, Tino, always a gentleman.
Rosetta, please have a seat with us for a little while.
Sure. Oh, Manfredo, it's so good to see you. Just scoot over a little bit. I'll scooch in next to you, she says.
I look enviously.
She slides in beside, a French perfume wafting off of her shimmering skin. BB, Rolando, the two of you have a little more experience. You'll understand perhaps a little what I'm going to tell you next. But before we get to business, yes, Rolando, you had mentioned wine.
Yes. This fine bottle around here. I'd be ashamed to let it go to waste.
Do the honors, please.
Pour myself a glass. The bottle was on the table. Smell it. Drink it. So what's the news?
She savors the wine. As you can imagine, we keep very close tabs on all of our bookkeepers. All of the families have to know where their accountants are at all times. And that's why you're here tonight. The accountant for the Colombo family, a Jim Cooperman, has gone missing. Now, it's one thing if he was just taking a holiday, but you know, the accountant doesn't get a holiday unless he clears it first. There's just too many people that would want to know the books. And so we have to keep a very close eye on these accountants. Here's the problem.
Of course.
He's gone missing. He did not tell anyone where he's going. And we paid a lot of money to New York City Telephone to get his phone records. Of course, that was a little easier after we arranged that explosion and fire at the New York City telephone exchange. But still, he made 3 calls that appear suspicious to us. He called a marina on Miami River in South Miami not 12 hours before he failed to show up for a scheduled meeting with the family, the Colombo family. I have here, she produces from a small purse 4 envelopes, red-eye tickets to Miami.
Oh,
What do you say,
Love
Tino?
to hear it.
Do you want to work on that tan?
I rub my hands together, take one of the envelopes, look at it. Go, oh, I'd be happy to work on my tan. You know, I've been getting a little pale with the heat going away.
I lean over the
Hey,
table and
fellas,
say, "Oh."
you like the beach?
I lean over the table and look at Rosetta. So you want us to send us abroad on the other side of the country? Do we
Well,
have
it's-
contact there? I'll need some material to work when we arrive.
Understood. What kind of material do you need?
Well, I don't think I'll be able to bring my Beretta with me.
Probably not on the commercial flight.
The man gets a free ticket to Miami, and first thing he does is complains. You believe this guy, BB?
Any other requests?
No, but any other information that we could gander be a bonus. Just the call to the marina, eh? No leads on who the person on the other side of the line is.
No. We could get a little bit of information, but all we have is an address. It's not far from the airport, as I understand it. Right on the Miami River. It sounds like some of this, like a salvage place, perhaps? A boat salvage? I can't think off the top of my head why an accountant for the Colombo family would be calling a boat salvage company some podunk nothing down in Miami. And not just once, but 3 times. And right before he left.
He called the same place 3 times. So I'm garnering that this confusion. The marina, this salvage operation, don't belong to us or any friends of ours. Friends of friends.
We do have business interests in Miami, of course.
Oh, of course.
But not to my knowledge any right there, and certainly not with that phone number. It doesn't ring a bell.
Miami's been a hotspot lately with those Cubans, right?
Yes.
There
Yes, it
goes the
certainly
neighborhood.
has.
So, you know, did you ever get a chance to think about that other thing we talked about recently, Rosetta, about maybe getting a raise? You know, I feel like we've been doing a pretty good job.
Fair
And a trip to
question.
Miami isn't a perk?
It's a
But Tino's
business
gonna need
trip.
some wheels. What do you think he's gonna get antsy? Look at him, he's already got the shakes.
Oh, geez, you're right.
The one thing that we do have in Miami is a lot of cars. What do you
Alright,
need,
then.
Tino?
Yeah, I was thinking more of a liquid asset. But
Tino, I'm always a little nervous when we give you more cash. You seem to disappear for a while. What happened to that other cash that you had?
well, it was put to good use, you know. Sometimes investments pay off, sometimes they don't. That's all. I don't know. I mean, you know, I got time off. I do what I want. You know, I'd love to show you a good time sometime, of course.
She tosses her
Maybe
head back,
Maybe I'll give you a
shakes
tour
her
one
hair.
of the town.
Tino, I have to say, you're my favorite. How about this? You bring back that accountant, find out what's going on, and we'll talk.
I lean
Does that
over the
sound
table.
good?
I pick up one of the envelope. I look at the ticket. So this flight is just on a few hours. Doesn't leave us any time to get like proper attire for this Miami.
Rolando, I am hoping that you'll be back by this time tomorrow.
So much for a vacation.
What?
Not about the
You're going to get
duration.
some sun? It's nice. I heard it was 85 degrees today. Beautiful. Don't mind the humidity. It's fine.
BB's
carry
hand.
on, then.
Want some business? Beautiful. You worried about
BB
liquid refreshment? I know a place. Don't you worry. We'll check it out once our business is done.
I like to hear that.
BB's hand goes for the bowl of pistachios first. Put some in his pocket. Just in case there's no pistachios in Miami, you know.
Gentlemen,
I check the ticket and notice it says coach. And I'm like, yeah, of course.
the gentleman is named Jim Cooperman, as I mentioned. He's just a very uninteresting accountant. He seemed to have hit the lottery with his wife. She's a bombshell. Name's Elizabeth. He adores her. Don't have any kids. Certainly, it's just the two of them. She's not around either. Of course, the Colombo family went to the house. No signs of foul play. Just empty.
Now I can understand why Pappy was all upset. And yeah. But this Elizabeth, what's her maiden name? Chance that might lead to something.
Well, not everyone can be perfect. I think she's an O'Shaughnessy.
All right.
You can't win them all, I guess.
That's right, Fingers. That's right. Oh, I'm sorry. Manfred.
Hey, whichever name you prefer, my sweet. Always a pleasure.
She takes one, politely sized drink of her glass of wine, puts it on the table, straightens out her dress as she stands up.
Rosetta, you
Yes,
said,
Tina.
oh, you're leaving already.
I've got a crowd to please.
Rosetta, you say that the house is empty. You mean like no people, or they packed all their shit?
Ooh, you know what? I'm not entirely sure. They just said that they weren't there. That's
Do we
the
have time to
latest
go
I heard
check?
from the Colombo family.
I mean,
You know, you think we have time to go check before we leave and take the plane?
I want to pack some underwear.
Yeah, that'd be a good
Leaves,
idea.
the flight leaves in an hour. You get down there, this far uptown.
Barely have time to make it to the airport. Somebody's
Don't let
gonna
me
pick
hold
us
you.
at the airport, I guess, right?
Looks like it.
I'm pretty sure they sell underwear in Miami, Tino. Unless
I don't know about that. I don't know.
Maybe not.
Some places have gone real downhill. Last time I was there 6 months ago.
She smiles coquettishly. I might have to go check out this Miami after all. And then she turns on her heel and saunters back to the small stage.
Oh,
Well, look, Tino, look like you're gonna be a ride over there to the airport.
what else
Take
is
a
new?
finish, down my glass of wine, shit on my jacket, get up.
Say, we might all want to get some pistachios, boys. This ain't the first class.
Pistachios. I have finer tastes in mine. But don't you worry about it, boys. My nose
Oh,
always
Rosetta.
knows.
As she steps onto the stage, she turns back. Yes?
Tell my wife I won't be home tonight. And can I leave my little baby here with one of you guys?
I'll take very good care of your baby.
Thank you, dear.
Polite applause starts up. And I'll ask all of you to make a mind plus perception roll, please.
11.
8.
5.
Oh, I messed up. 13.
11.
Okay. Just as a small piece of housekeeping, this will be the initiative order if we get into action. Tino, Rolando, Manfredo, or Fingers, and BB. It's a fall New York evening. A brisk wind coming on, quite cool. Leaves being blown. across the street.
Rolando, you got a guma? Like driving down the road towards the airport. Can't she like
I never
take
met
care
her.
of your kid or whatever?
Yeah, no, she'll be taking care of it. Like she know what kind of business I'm in. Like she know what to expect. That sometime I have to get away, right?
Yeah, come on. What kind of question is that? You don't want to mix oil and vinegar. You know what I mean? You don't want to mix certain things.
I don't know. I never had to worry about that.
I'll invite you for dinner one day.
Yeah.
She
I'll
can
make sure to
class up a
fix
bit.
that for you, Tino. You need to take some edge off.
I'm starting to think that we're a little underappreciated by this commission. That's all I'm saying.
Hey, we do what we do.
Hey, you know how it
crunches
is.
down on a pistachio.
You know, I know a
You know.
guy down there.
Boys at the
Nah.
bottom gotta earn. What can I
You're
say?
still young, Tino. You need to make your way up, right?
Yeah. It's
Yeah, I
about
heard
the
about-
long game.
I heard about this thing called compound and interest. You heard of it? When you're younger, if you get a bunch of money,
Yeah.
you invest it. So I'm trying
I
to
leave
get
that to the Jew. If you find that accountant, you can ask him, right?
Yeah, I mean, I know.
Don't believe any of that nonsense. You live for the now. You go for what your eye sees.
What you have
I-
to remember, boy, is to be loyal. Family is everything.
Always.
Don't let your
Always.
greed get in the way of the good thing you get going.
Of course, Rolando.
Tino,
Keep trying.
airport exit, next 2 exits away.
Go through the exit. Find some long-term parking.
Look at these guys. Your people get dried no more? Look, out of the way. We're in a hurry here. Come on.
Well, your cousin there is a little uppity. Holy, Manfred, you had too much coffee today.
Too much.
Not having a luggage facilitates movement through the crowded New York airport. The gate for Miami is already boarding. As you announced the final boarding for Flight 472, New York City to Miami, a red-eye flight.
All right, guys, let's move it. Let's go.
Yeah, it's yeah. He closes the door behind him. Oh yeah. Okay, make sure that he has his pistachios.
From an uncle of mine. My favorite uncle, in fact. This is the perfect time for folks such as us, friends like ours, moving through here. Cops, they're tired. The people that are in a hurry, what little there are. I take out, as we move on through, I duck into the men's room, removing my small revolver from my jacket, placing it down into a previously adjusted sort of pouch on the inside right thigh of my trouser leg. Move on through.
I'm in the adjacent stall, like snorting the last of that half bag of Coke that I have before I get on the plane.
I'm stopping by the bar, getting a drink before boarding. A little bit of whiskey.
Bruno goes into the washroom, freshens himself up, and goes ahead.
Gentleman wearing a very loud Hawaiian shirt next to you, or next to in the sink adjacent to Bruno, looks up in the mirror. Whoa, that's Bruno Barone.
Yeah,
Whoa,
yeah,
champ,
yeah,
how you
yeah,
doing?
hey,
Bruno
yeah.
Barone, man. I saw all your fights. Hey,
In
listen,
the flesh.
I'm a huge fan. It's
Oh,
a
yeah.
shame, man. Your career, such potential.
Yeah, you know, it's you win some, you lose some. It's the way it goes. Yeah, can't say as much with Eddie Machen there. Yeah, he kind of blew it there a couple of years ago, eh? Yeah,
Well, have you thought about maybe doing some coaching? I've got a friend. He works for the Vegas Gaming Commission.
Step out
We're
of the
putting together
step
some
out of-
fights.
I step out of the stall and go, "Will you get the fuck out of here?" Like push the guy out of the bathroom.
I'm sorry,
Oh,
Mr.
it's all right, pal.
Baroni.
Listen, everybody loves to see old BB Barone, BB, the 1-2 punch. No one better.
Yeah.
No one ever left it
yeah,
come.
yeah.
And I reach in his back pocket, attempt to steal his wallet.
Roll agility.
All right.
That's body plus agility.
That is a 14.
A impressively fat leather folded wallet with half receipts, half cash, an obscene number of loyalty cards, just lifted easily. Hey, I'm sorry, gentlemen. I didn't mean to interrupt. I got a flight to catch. I'm sorry.
You
got
have
a
a great flight. You have a great flight in Oahu, whatever it's called.
Yeah. We're thank you. Bye.
Yeah.
He shuffles out. The outline of where his wallet was now flat against his overly stretched jeans. There's
I'm leaning on the
$250.
I'm leaning on the counter of the bar. I'm finishing my drink, looking impatiently toward the bathroom where all the guys went.
A
Look at my
rotund individual wearing a loud Hawaiian shirt walks nervously but quickly out of the bathroom and then down the hallway.
I put my hands up at Manfredo and I say, "Fingers, I know you're new to the crew, but I swear to God, every place we go to, it's like, BB, it's a shame what happened to you, BB. You're the best, BB."
You gotta soak it
What?
in.
You jealous? You jealous, Tito? Come on. I had a life, before all this. It's just the way it is.
Final call, boarding, final call.
Oh Jesus!
New York to
H-ball.
Miami.
Let's get out of here. Fixes himself up and starts to head out of the washroom.
Follow right behind BB.
I raise my hand and says, "About time. What are you fucking guys doing out there? Am I supposed to be suspicious now of you? Manfred, don't bring shame on the family."
Guy can't take a shit anymore.
Let's go to the gate. Come on. Starts heading over there.
Yeah, I'm following there, trying to rally people together.
Every 12th person looks up. BB Barone. That's BB Barone. Did you see? That's BB Barone.
Stop. Take a picture with it.
Oh, Jesus, knock it off. Come on.
This time.
Just get on board.
The gate agent looks up. Calling party of 4. Oh, never mind. Gentlemen, boarding passes, please.
Of course.
Yeah.
I had my ticket.
Thank you. The rest of the plane is boarded, so please just go on ahead.
We're
Proceed.
going. Jeez. Nah, keep walking ahead. Through the ramp.
I turn to one BB and I say, "I'm taking the window seat."
All right. Okay.
At the gang or the skywalk into the plane, a flight attendant is there waiting. She again looks at your boarding pass. Thank you. Okay. Yep. Just over here. You get a few scowls from the haughty New Yorkers in the first class section of the aircraft. They look up.
How you
I
doing?
just
Pleasure to meet
we'll all
you.
go in at the same time.
Wise guys.
I
The
knock
flight
one of
is-
one of them has a fedora. I just knock it off. So I walk.
Hey, what's... It takes a second look. Ooh, Rolando.
Yeah. Don't worry about it. guys, let's make this flight commotionless.
The
You're
flight
right.
is full. Your seats are not adjacent to one another.
Oh, jeez. Move over. He pushes over the fat, overweight, bald guy beside the seat. Give me this. Give me the window seat. Shoves himself through.
He looks up. Wait, you look familiar to me. Yeah, I'll move over.
I walk over next to him and I say, I'm sorry, do you mind if I sit with my friend here? I'm sitting over at 16F. What do you say, friend? Nice to meet you.
Roll charisma.
Oh, I apologize. 7.
Yeah, sure.
Super.
Sure, I guess. I had a medical reason to have this seat. You know,
That's great. That's great. 16F.
okay,
Come on, let me
then.
help you out of the chair.
His jacket
take a
opens a little bit. You see that there's a glint of metal on his shirt.
I let go of him.
He looks up.
It's like, appreciate it. It's a friend of mine. We got business to discuss. That's all.
Yeah. No, it's no problem, really. He gets up. This time, a much better view of that shield that he's wearing underneath his cheap jacket.
Great jacket. Where you get that jacket?
It's agency jacket.
Of course. Officer.
The stewardess comes up. Gentlemen, please. We're running a little behind. Take your seats, please.
I take
Let's
off my
go.
jacket. I put it in the overhead compartment. I just sit in where my seat is, not making any scene. Very straight.
There's a bit of a commotion behind you. Behind at the end of the bottom end of the plane, there's a gentleman with a loud shirt on that's gotten up. So, excuse me, no, don't close the doors. I've lost my wallet. I need my wallet. Stewardess comes up. I'm sorry, sir. Well, if it'll get turned in, I'm sure. He looks somewhat familiar to the.
Come on, let's go. You expect all of us to wait forever here?
Finally, the flight leaves. An uneventful flight, most people sleeping, other than one panicked individual who's arriving at Miami with no wallet and no ID.
When we hit 3,000 feet, look over at BB and I say, those other guys are talking about family and all that. As I have my seat in a full recline, I say, I know a guy. We could probably get a little side action down in Miami if you're interested, boosting cars. I'm like, what do you think? You want to boost a couple cars?
On a regular basis, probably I would, but this concerns my family, you realize. The Colombos, they go a long way so, this is kind of personal to me. We got to keep a straight head on ourselves here, Tito.
I got to find another outfit. Back in my chair.
A lady with blue-gray hair sitting next to Rolando is speaking incessantly about how is so excited about exploring retirement home options in Miami area. She refuses to stop talking for the entire flight. Finally, the plane lands.
Oh, Jesus.
A longer flight for Rolando than anyone else. The plane, after the plane is deplaned, so all the passengers deplane, you're in a much different airport at this point.
I wait a bit until people get up, leave their seat. I'm in no rush to leave the plane.
Sally's still talking to you right up into the point where the person behind her finally says, "Ma'am, please, you're holding up the aisle." Well, sir, I just hope you'll come by and visit.
I turn around to the man. I say, "Hey, show some respect to the elderly."
Yeah, she turns around. Yeah, like he says.
I put my hand on the knee of the woman. I say, "I hope you'll find a nice place to stay later."
Oh, you're so sweet. You're so sweet. She hands you a quarter. Such a nice
What
young
the
man.
fuck is going on?
Finally, the plane
Move it! Come on!
it moves. There's people finally getting off the plane in Miami.
I take a big stretch. I say, "Have a good day, officer." That's the.
Yeah. Yeah.
I get up. I pick up my jacket from the overhead compartment. I don't put it back on. I just let it lay on my arm, thinking I'm not gonna need it. Wait in the aisle to exit with my turn patiently.
BB
Look around at the
swings.
guys.
All right, we made it, boys. These new smoking restrictions, they're killing me. As I move on over to the out the skywalk and immediately light up a cigarette. Well needed.
I walk up to him with an unlit cigarette, trying to share his flame. I say,
BB swings his jacket over his shoulder and exits out from the walkway. Well, let's go ahead and see whether or not we can find that marina, the boat salvage place.
And we should have like somebody pick us up. Like,
A gentleman walks towards you. He looks, "Hey, BB, Rolando."
Hey?
Yeah,
oh,
it's Tony. Hi, Tino.
well now
He
that you're
reaches
gone,
in his pocket, tosses a pair of keys. I was told you needed some wheels.
"Oh, you better
Just-
have brought me something good. I just had one of the worst flights of my life. Swear to God."
I took care of you. I took care of you, brother. No problem. No problem.
Tony.
Just parked outside.
Is there a package for me in the trunk?
Just like your list said, got the call from the lady herself. Boy, you guys must be up to something.
All right. Thank you, man. Well, business. Some must have been take care of, right?
Yeah, it's Miami. It's always a party here. Always a party here, brother.
I take the quarter from my pocket that the lady gave me, and I give him to him.
He looks.
Thank-
All right, Rolando. Strange dude, man. Strange dude. Groovy.
It's symbolic.
Ah,
Put my hand
gotcha.
on his shoulder as we're walking. I say,
Yeah, it's just this way. Yeah.
I say, "Can you believe we're here for only one night?"
What? Who comes to Miami for one night?
I don't know, but
That's a
I'm trying
crime.
to extend it out a little bit.
Man, I tell you, you come down here, you never want to leave. Beautiful down here. And the women, beautiful. Look at this. This is
Right.
Florida, baby.
I want to see the spots, Tony.
Yeah.
You gonna
Well,
show
hey,
us
do you
good
got time?
You know,
I mean, we don't.
if you want to stay after the job is done, that's on you.
Business
no
first.
shit, it's on me.
Business
Rolando.
first.
I don't need your permission to do anything. You understand?
Oh,
Hey. I'm taking care of you, man. I'm taking care of your future.
you listen.
Tino.
Say so, Rolando.
You know, this man-
Tony walks out the door. Yeah, there she is. You guys should fit into that. No problem. Gestures towards a car illegally parked in a drop-off only zone. It looks ready to roll.
Ooh,
Shiny Miami polish job on this car.
not bad, Tony. Not
Yeah, you
bad.
like that? He walks to the passenger side, opens the door.
I lean into
I had
BB.
boarded
Now listen
drunk.
to this.
Oh, good.
This Tony. We can trust this guy. I mean, he's a little swarthy. I'm just saying, nothing's gonna be missed out of here. The radio ain't gonna be gone. The cop ain't missing. Nothing. Suspension not gone. No surprises.
Search me, man. Tito's the one who takes care of all the wheels all the time. I'm just here for the punching.
Oh, well, when you're right, you're right.
Hey, he drove the car around here, right? In the fucking airport. Car must be
Looking
in good
around
order.
at the car. Trying to make sure, just kind of getting the feel of it, make sure it's not too much
What
of
do
a pile of crap. It's obviously hot, you know.
What do you think, Tino? What do you think? It's good
Looks
wheels.
One
Okay.
thing that
Good enough for you.
It's good. It's good. It's gonna be good.
Alright.
Also, I
I
don't like
moved toward
getting
the
pulled
trunk.
over.
I moved toward the trunk. I said, Tino, you can pop the trunk open for me, please?
Yeah. Reach in through the driver's side window, pop it.
Trunk open. I pick up a little briefcase, and I go sit in the back on the trunk with the briefcase on my lap. Look inside it.
Sure enough.
You got some toys? The G.I. Joes with the Kung Fu grip?
There's
I seen those in the store.
Yeah, those are neat, eh? What do you think? You know, that you can cling on to like little wires and let them scoot down. The kids are all right about them.
Kids get everything these days.
I
Tony
know,
leans
I know.
into Tino, walks around to the side of the driver's side door, leans in. Is BB okay? He's all right?
He gets weird when he's tired.
All right. Well, I was told you'll have everything you need in that briefcase.
Hey, Zeke still running his thing
You all right?
at the shop?
Zeke?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's still there. Yeah, you know Zeke? I didn't know you know
Of
Zeke.
course I know Zeke. He's an old friend of mine. Hey, you let him know I'm in town, right?
Yeah, sure. Absolutely. You got it,
I
Tino.
appreciate it. Here you go. Hand him $100.
Whew. You're welcome to my town anytime. He slaps the top of the hood. All right. Happy hunting, boys.
Tell Zeke.
Yeah, you got it.
BB goes for the back door. Get in. These things are like a little too small in the back here. It's a little different than the GTO.
Yeah, maybe they built it for the G.I. Joes, BB.
Possibly, never know.
Close the door, turn it on. Say,
Something.
Large block V8 rumbles to life.
let's see what it can do, and then zoom off.
All right.
Peels out away from the Miami terminal. In the briefcase, a piece of paper with an address. It's a marine salvage yard with an address on South Riverbend Road, which will follow the Miami River. It's only 5 or 6 blocks from the airport.
Seems like we have where we need to go, guys. Manfred, there's a map in there, right? Is there a map in the sun visor there?
Let me see. Ah,
Yep.
there it is.
Greater Miami
All
area
right.
map falls.
Let's see.
You're the
let's
co-pilot,
see.
man.
You're holding it upside down. You're holding it upside down.
No, it's right side up.
Oh.
The ocean's this way.
Wait. Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah. All right. It looks like
the
we.
pistol in the briefcase. Put it in my jacket.
All right. We take our 3 exits down.
Yep.
Bear right, and it looks like the go down 4 more lights. Second place, all the way at the end.
All right, here we go. I'm just kind of
The Miami traffic is
speeding along.
nothing compared to New York. This is like driving on easy mode.
Smooth as butter. This is amazing. Like silk it is.
Tony was right. This place is beautiful.
Now
The palm
breathe.
trees, the breeze.
Are there coconuts up there? I don't see no
temperature-
coconuts.
They don't have
Temperature at
coconut
midnight
bananas.
is
You're a
perfect.
coconut.
Tino, don't go
Yeah.
too close to that marina, right? I want to have a little bit of a look
You got
before
it.
we get seen.
Yeah.
You want to go on foot?
Maybe we should do a walk by.
Let's see what.
Maybe, you with me?
Yeah.
I could drive by it real nonchalant, like you want. Then we come back, circle around.
Yeah,
Good
let's do
idea.
that.
See what's around there. See if people are hanging out. People who might be seeing things. Good to know.
Drive. We're gonna drive past the red dock.
The car glides by in the evening. A lot of activity in the building right next to the marina. It looks like a fish packing plant. There's big floodlights on, fishing vessels being unloaded, a bunch of men standing around having a smoke break. In stark contrast, the actual marina, the salvage marina, is dark except for one naked light bulb that's shining into the yard where a large dog is chained, just lazily sleeping underneath the sickly yellow glow of this one naked light bulb. A fence, a chain link fence with razor wire on the top all the way around the property. A metal clad building with windows that look like they've never been cleaned. A sun faded sign advertising South Miami Marine Salvage. No lights on in the building itself.
Seems pretty quiet at this time, right? I don't think we're gonna find our guy there tonight.
Likely not.
Well, you never
Still-
know. Never know until we get in there. Well, we go by that Walgreens over there. They got a pharmacy and something, maybe a little bit of a meat department in there. Let's go check it out. I have a plan.
Fingers. You think you can get us in there like without being seen?
What kind of question is that? Come on. Always and every time.
You got to get past that dog.
What? That thing, that puppy can't do nothing to that thing's a sweetheart.
Let's get some jerky at the Walgreens or whatever. I don't know.
That's what I was
Drive.
saying.
Pull in and park at the
Now you're thinking, you know.
pharmacy that's doing that. Always thinking, Rolando. Park the car.
Bruno gets out on his side.
Get out as well.
Also get out. I'm staying near the car.
Stretching a bit.
I will also get out and stay near the car in the parking lot, and I will move to one of the phone booths outside the convenience store here, and I'm going to open up to a number of pages of businesses that I know. One of them will, of course, be the marina here, and I'm going to tear out those pages, fold them up, keep them in my back pocket for right now.
They yell out as BB goes inside. Hey, get me some chips.
Yeah.
And some smokes.
BB heads over to the entry of the Walgreens.
I'm leaning over the car, lighting up a cigarette, smoking.
I don't think we're gonna find that accountant at that warehouse. Rolando, maybe do something else tonight. What do you think? Seems like we got the whole night to ourselves.
Could we find like who operated this warehouse? If it's something as shady, right? We should find some clue over there.
Is that our job?
Well, if we find who operated this marina, then we can have an idea where to look for, right?
Do you think the
We'll find our
accountant's
guy.
staying at the guy's place or something? He's probably just
Maybe.
he's probably just flipping the cash into drugs or something like that, knowing the Cubans.
Doesn't seem like that doesn't seem to be like he turned Cone to the Fed at least. So there's that.
Yeah,
BB.
it's a dock. It's only two things come out of there:
Yeah.
drugs and people.
BB.
BB goes over to the counter, picking up some of the jerky. Becca smokes. And he calls out to the tenant there.
Oh yeah, sure. What kind? You want Kings?
Yeah,
You care?
yeah,
Menthol?
those. Yeah, that's what. No, not the menthol. He hates those things. Yeah, get the other ones there.
Okay, there you go, sir.
And you got some cold medicine. I need some cold medicine.
Cold medicine? Sure. Yeah. We got cold medicine. What do you need?
Just something for I need to get some sleep. At night.
Oh yeah. I got just the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. He turns around.
Extra strength NyQuil. Oh, that's good stuff.
Yeah, that'll work just well for you. Never mind the taste. You'll be asleep before you recognize what you're tasting. It should be just fine.
Oh, that big steak over there. He goes over to the little meat department, picks up a package of the steak. All right. Oh, I think we got everything here.
All right then.
Pistachios.
Rings you up.
All right.
Okay.
Hands up the money. There
we go.
Heads on out with his bag of goodies.
Outside eating pistachios from my pocket.
Tino.
Yeah.
I've told you I would hate at some point. Like, I like working with you.
Oh, I love
I
working
would
with
hate
Will.
you to see you become my work. Right?
Here we go. What makes you think that you're gonna work me?
You always seem a bit too hungry.
Well, when you're a youngster, you were young once, weren't you, Rolando?
Yeah, but you don't get old by not controlling your appetite. In that line of business,
I didn't get in this line of business to control my appetite either.
you got in that line of business. You were born in it, weren't you?
I mean, in a way, I was born for it.
Money is one thing. Woman and drug can be fun, right?
Yes, they can.
But it's your blood that matter.
If you say so, Rolando.
As this is taking place, leaning or moving my hand behind the back of the phone booth stand, peeling back the panel, I take out one of the simple, cheap, unworked metal fasteners, keeping the panel affixed with the rest of the box. I yank that out. I move on down to the chain link fence, not too far on the other side of the parking lot. There's a hole where some varmints, gators, no doubt. I think they're everywhere. They're like New York rats in my mind. Unwind little bit of that wire, placing that metal fastener, using that as a lever. As I snap that off, walk on back to the car, taking a small pocket knife and starting to flatten out and shape the end of these. This piece of metal thread in a advantageous shape for my future endeavors.
BB returns to the car, walking out with a bag full of stuff. Hey, you guys ready to roll?
Yeah, baby.
All right. Approaches
go,
the car.
You got them smokes?
Throws a smokes in there and everything, and you guys sort it out.
All right.
Medicine and the steak. We'll mix them in the back here.
What are we gonna do with this steak?
Hey, feed it to the dog.
Of course. You're always
That
thinking,
should work.
baby.
Yeah, I haven't been hit in the head too many times, I don't think. Continues on, preparing it.
Get into the car.
Should we do just a
Lean
walk by
forward.
first?
I
Finger.
think that'd be
Yeah.
best.
It's entirely
Yeah,
up to
Sounds
you.
good.
Let's just walk by, like try to drop a ear, right? Like
Yeah. Let's
give a
park,
little
park the
listen.
car at the end of the road and let's. Yeah, you got the right idea, Rolando.
Yeah, maybe the accountant's camping out. Makes a lot of sense.
I don't know
see if
about
there's
that.
a guard or some shit.
That dame looked like she had expensive taste. That wife
That
is.
could be true.
Yeah, maybe that's their dog. Just like shaking my head.
All dogs look
Yeah,
like
good
that.
one.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, she's a pretty hot dog. You know what I mean.
Hey, you still got it,
Just kinda
baby.
look at-
Yeah. Maybe we should just a couple of us go over there. It'd be a little bit suspicious
Yeah.
if there was like 4 guys.
I'll stick with the car, thanks.
I'll go with the cousin here, right?
Sounds like a plan.
Slowly walked over to the fence.
In the sickly light of that one naked bulb, the dog's head perks up. You can see the ears erect, cropped ears, as it looks directly at you. A low growl as this junkyard dog gets up, eager for a fight.
I walk a little bit back and forth. I kick a rock.
And
Paying
Starts
attention to any
barking.
commotion, like any person like trying to yell at the dog or whatever.
a light comes on the second floor of this metal building.
Alright.
A couple of minutes later, the door opens. Silhouetted in the door, a man stands, wearing a white dress shirt. Collars rolled up, open, with an FBI issue shoulder holster under his left armpit. Yells at the dog, "Shut up, dog!" The dog goes back, lays back
I walk
down.
back toward the Walgreen.
That
He
don't
be
look
watching.
Good, Rolando. That don't look good.
Did you guys see the accountant?
Far worse than that. The plot thickens, as they say.
Yeah.
That notion, that first impression of flipping, looking a lot more likely.
Seemed to be the case.
What?
Either that, or they're staking this place out. Someone
Hey,
burned it up.
what? Fuzz?
That makes more sense to me.
Saw the guy there coming from the building. Seems to be a cop.
Or more than that. You take my meeting.
Ooh, okay.
It's
What
like
the
I was
hell?
saying. The Colombo accountant, no one handling the books for any of the families, just ups and leaves. You know, you leave on the side of the pier, we ain't going nowhere.
You see, that's what happened. Like, we should keep that content inside the family. They want to go outside, right? They want to get those.
Yeah.
Anyway.
On the
Used to be the
otherwise
case, this would never
deserted
happen.
on the otherwise deserted roadway at this time of night, empty save for the vehicles parked on the side, probably from the workers that work at the fish packing plant right next door. Another set of headlights turns at the corner, drives past the car, past the pharmacy, slows, and then stops in front of the salvage yard.
Ooh. They got visitors.
Boxy
I,
body,
walk over to the phone booth to kind of blend in, look more nonchalant.
A man.
We do a drive-by.
A man gets out of the passenger side of the car. He's wearing a white shirt, collared shirt, clip-on tie. He whistles loudly. The dog barks. The door opens again at the salvage yard. This time, the man at the salvage yard closes the door. A rattle of keys. The door is locked. He walks to the fence with the same keys, opens up the padlock, locking the fence closed, steps out, locking it behind him, jumps in the back of the car. The three of them drive off.
Tino, I think it's time to give tail.
Yeah. I
go sit in the
jog
back of the
over
car.
towards the car.
You want me to stay behind and see what I can find while you're finding out what you can find?
Yeah, I think me and
Ain't no help I'm gonna be.
Manfredo should stick around here, maybe.
You know, that's not a bad idea.
Shut the door and see. And then
I'll get up from in the back and go in the passenger seat.
Oh, don't forget my steak. Grabs that.
You're gonna have to be eating that steak yourself, BB. I think the one you were setting that up for was just taking a hike with the rest of them cops.
Are we meeting us here later?
Let's meet up here. I know a place. I take out the pages, a couple pages of a telephone book, and I'll write that on the back of the map.
No, fuck that. Go to Flamingos. We're going to Flamingos. Just drive off.
Tino, he's such a... Yeah.
You know, a
You guys
speed
know
freak
this-
like that, you know, you can't. It is what it is. You
Right,
can't be too hard on it.
Yeah, let's go. Let's walk over. Yeah, so you and your cousin there, you tight, you know?
Of course,
Good,
I learned
good.
everything I knew from Rolando.
Right on. Yeah, he's a pretty sharp. He's one of the guys I wouldn't want to mess around with. That's for sure.
You kidding? I've seen what happens. It's not good.
Yeah, he's a very, very dangerous man.
But so are you, my friend.
Oh, thanks, but
I saw that fight. It was gonna be a comeback, and it was.
Yeah. Well, it got resolved in another way.
Now,
Oh,
From the
Jesus,
shadows,
April.
there's a
pulls
a
out his
dog.
steak, throws it over top of the fence, over towards the dog.
The dog, with reckless abandon, gobbles up the steak, just tears into it. 4 men taking a smoke break outside the fish packing plant. Hey, what are you guys doing? You look way too finely dressed for these parts. Their aprons covered with fish guts and blood.
and you boys look like you have keen eyes about you. You know when people don't look like they belong.
That's right.
The power
Like you guys. You guys don't look like you belong.
Hey, we're the union. We're the union.
One of them takes a drag on his cigarette. We hate the union. Takes a couple steps aggressively towards you. In the car.
Driving along, I say, you guys,
You sure that's the...
you're gonna
in
take
the
forever to come up with these plans. We're gonna lose the car.
Yeah, we don't follow too close anyway. You know, like those guys cannot say we're following them.
Yeah, don't tell me how to do my job, man.
You think
Drive.
we can
Drive check, Tino.
pass them so we can have a look inside?
13.
I want to see if our guy is in there.
I'm kind of shadowing them. 2 cars in front of me at all times down these semi-busy streets.
The car continues driving through the evening, heading in a southeasterly direction towards the downtown core, before then turning south just past Little Havana and driving into a suburb area. Small ranch-style houses, a suburb built in the 50s, stucco houses all over, narrow streets, not as well lit.
I stop there for a second. I say, "You think there's any way out of there?"
Out of this neighborhood?
Yeah, check the map. See if there's any way out of that.
Alright. I reach up, pick up the maps from that was in the sun visor.
I can't go following them down a damn cul-de-sac, you know. So just kind of parked at that
Wrong.
corner.
Those
Like a
fucking
lot of-
streets, they all like loop on themselves.
Like a lot of 1950s era suburbs built on a strict grid, does have exits to the south, to the west, to the east. Although to the east, you get closer to the downtown core.
I say, I mean, I just give them a little more space, and every time they kind of make a turn, that's when I kind of swing the head up to the intersection that they were at.
I wish we had like a more discreet car. You always want the fast one.
The car
Well, it
pulls
comes in
up.
handy when the cops are following you, you know.
This nondescript,
Able to-
plain-looking sedan pulls into a ranch-style house driveway where another plain-looking brown 4-door sedan is parked.
Lights off.
The 3 men get out
What are
the
you
car.
doing, man?
They're here. They're there.
3 men get out of the car. They have sport coats over their shoulders, or maybe just cheap suits over their shoulders. The 3 of them walk to the front door.
So definitely cops, feds probably.
This ranch-style house has 1 large picture window. The blinds are drawn, but they're somewhat sheer. There's a light on inside, notwithstanding the lateness of the hour.
Dino,
door
drive by. I
opens.
want to see if I want to see the middle guy is ours. I need a
Can we
closer
drive
look.
by him right now?
Before they get in the house. I want to see if the middle guy is ours.
I turn the lights on before I turn into that block and drive at a
3
reasonable speed.
One of the
trying to
3
make it too
men's
fucking
head snaps up as the lights come on, nervous, his hand drifting in under his left armpit. He looks at you with humorless expression.
I'm like looking at I spot him like looking over here. I'm like kind of trying. I'm looking like I'm trying to read the addresses on the other side of the street,
And I
and then I like
pull
point
the
at one.
map. I try like to kind of like look like we're lost, looking for on the map.
The door opens wide for the 3 men to enter, revealing the living area beyond. Roll a perception, Rolando, in the passenger seat.
Yes. Then
There are 2 sets of knees on a couch sitting close to one another. One of them obviously female. At the salvage yard, 4 men walk aggressively towards the 2 interlopers. What are you doing around here? Looks like you're up to no good.
We're here as representatives from the union.
We don't like no union men here. This is Florida.
Have you ever
You sound like
considered-
one of them New Yorkers.
Well, you gotta get the bright people down here once in a
Were
while.
you calling us stupid?
Hey, you know who you're talking to?
Listen, what my friend here is trying to say is we're with a union. You boys have good eye. You like to keep what's yours, yours. That's a valuable thing. Not everybody feels that way. We
That's
agree
right.
in that regard. And we've heard through the grapevine, we aren't the first things that maybe don't really belong in this neighborhood.
One of them says,
We happen to know the people we represent. We got to provide for. We got to provide for other people. There's a lot of mouths to feed.
so you're not with those cops that are mistreating that dog? Man, I hate it when people mistreat them dogs. I'd rather feed them to the gators. But you don't look like cops to me. Especially you. He points a greasy finger at BB. You're way too big to be a cop.
That's true. That's true.
Well, we'll tell you what. You know, what you making here? Like, what, $3.50 an hour? Something like that?
Yeah, what of it? It's honest work.
What if you were making like $5 an hour? It'll only cost you like 25 cents out of your paycheck. But hey, you've got yourself an extra, what, $1.75 in the whole deal, right? Is that how much it is?
It's something like that. But better yet, how about this? You boys, you're good at what you do. You got keen eyes, keen minds. I respect that. Like you said, those cops, they're far stranger to be in this place than even we are. So how about I make it you boys worthwhile? I help you take the night off or enjoy the night once you get off. I take the tourist wallet out. Now why don't you tell my friend and I every little thing that don't belong here that's been sniffing around this here marina lately.
Well, they clap each other on the backs. Yeah, check it out. Man, yeah, show us that bread. We'll tell you everything you need to know. We work the night shift here all day, every day. It's like 6 way. We got overtime now. People got to have their fish and chips. Florida, it's a real delicacy.
Let's hear it. The more the music keeps playing, the longer I keep paying.
They launch into an enthusiastic explanation. Yeah, these guys just started showing up, I don't know, maybe a week ago. Always coming and going, same sedans. We figure they're cops. Sure enough, a couple of our guys want to talk to them. Just have a conversation like you and us had. They flash badges, some Fed types. They keep a mean dog. They're not taking care of that dog. That makes Orlando here real upset. And maybe a day ago they started bringing things back to this place. They're real touchy. There's maybe, I don't know, 6 of them. Yeah, there's 6 of them. Not long term. Definitely not Floridians, based on their sunburns.
Sure. They have a schedule. They in there now?
Yeah, they don't. At night they leave. They leave this place, and then in the morning, we don't see them. They start coming by around 4. We see them again.
All right. The people ain't working there during the day.
Yeah, we got eyes on that place most of the day because we work 24/7, and the shop does, and yeah, they're not. That marina's been closed for years.
All right. Well, listen, I fan out some change or some bills. Of course, all in 10s and 20s. This is. Though the man can afford a trip to Miami, is not a high roller based on his garb, and I hand the boys about 50 apiece. I spent about $100 for.
Nice.
So now, what if I was to tell you that what we're looking for here this is going to have a negative impact on your earnings so long as this rigmarole keeps going on. But so long as no one's using the place right now, we'd rather, like you said, we ain't from here. We'd rather be back up north. How's it about you let us see the keys? We go have a look around. See
Yeah, one
if
of them.
what we're looking for is around here, and we get out of your hair.
Hey, do you got keys to that place? Man, I don't have keys to that place. But he turns and walks to a small, smelly dumpster. He pulls out a crowbar. We got the universal key. He hands that to BB.
Hey, grabs that. Thank you.
All right.
Yeah, we'll look the other way. Yeah, break's over anyway, guys, right?
Ah.
They clap each other in the back.
Gentlemen, you have a great evening. Reach out.
You guys think about that union offer. You know, it could be something to discuss later.
No union pays like this. He waves the $50 in tens. This is great.
Hey, you enjoy that now. You say you take that back home to your good lady wife. You're gonna have a great night.
Yeah, you all right for a couple tourists. They turn around and walk into the building. Back at the house.
But, I went ahead and drove past the block and took a left, and I say, you see what I mean? They know the car now.
Yeah, I think we found a lovebird though.
Yeah?
Seeing like
You
some
see something?
skirt there. Yeah, inside the house. Didn't look like a cup. Little
Well,
like
if they got all those cops around them, and they're probably holed up in there, we're gonna need something heavier than the two of us.
it's a real puzzle. I think they saw us coming. So now they either are gonna bring on reinforcement,
I don't
or
know
they're gonna
about
try
that.
to move the guy.
Definitely don't think we drive by it there again with this car.
You think we can
Maybe,
change car?
Maybe a utility van, get some overalls or something, coveralls. Do some work on the lights or something.
Back at the salvage yard.
Yeah.
Hey, I kind of like you, Fingers. You kind of remind me of Marty. Marty was kind of has savvy.
Marty,
you know?
I love Marty. You kidding me?
So,
Let me tell you a
let's-
great joke. I'll tell you later. He told me everybody loves it. Life and soul of the party he was. But in the meantime, I
It's
think
pers-
my skills and your skills are going to be perfectly synergized. I think that's the word.
I agree. I agree mentally. Yes. Let's hey,
You always were smart, BB. You always were smart.
smart as a truck. They used to say. Hey,
Hey.
let's see if we can find a door we can open over here.
Yeah.
Case it out first. Make sure that there's no eyes and ears in the vicinity.
Oh yeah.
The chain link fence that's tall, a good 9-foot fence with the barbed wire on the top, has an obvious gate at the front, which the the man that you saw that exited earlier used. It has a large padlock on it. Like most exposed metal in Miami, right next to the river, it's somewhat corroded, as is the fence. Underneath the sickly yellow light of the one lit sodium light that's illuminating the yard, the dog is lying, snoring on the ground.
BB approaches the chain link fence and the gate, looking around for anybody around first, and then prepares to put it in between the chain and starts doing a twisting motion, using the leverage to break the chain. Actually.
Use roll strength for me.
Uh, 12.
Overwhelming success.
Yeah, that was easy.
Done.
Goes ahead.
There we
Sneaks
go.
on through. Yeah, come on.
On
Slide
to round
through.
2. I lean down. I grab the padlock, put it in my pocket from the broken chain links. All right, looks like front door. There we go. Back entrance that way.
After you, Manfredo.
So I move on up, giving a wide berth to the slumbering dog, though sleeping. Let sleeping dogs lie, as the saying goes. I take out from the interior of my jacket pocket that self-fashioned pick lock, giving an appraising look at the lock, the deadbolt on this employee door entrance, and I get to work.
Bruno
Roll
keeps
technology,
an eye left
fingers.
and right.
Back at the house.
So Tino,
Tino's
we
looking
need to
at
keep
the
a pair
house.
of eyes here. We also need to get our crew.
Let's talk objectives. What do we want to
Get
happen?
that guy.
Do we need to get him or do we need to get him?
We need to get him.
Like the get him?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So all
We
we
could try
gotta
to
do.
torch the place, but then it'd be
That's
like
an idea. That's
getting
an
a bunch of
idea.
Fed dead, right? That's never a good business. Although
Oh yeah.
that's not our turf. We'll be back on the
Okay.
air.
Good. I'm glad we're back on board with the killing everybody. I was thinking. Yeah. Bomb the car. We got to spook them out of there. Let them know that they're safe houses.
Yes.
And then we blow up the car bomb that we set up while they're all sleeping or something.
You have a car bomb on you? But I like where you're going.
I mean, I know some people in Miami. Let's.
You think they can deliver fast? I was thinking, like, what if we sabotage the car a bit, right?
Yeah, with the bomb. Blow it to hell when they're all in it. You know?
Bomb is dirty. What if we cut the brake? We let them take the car. They're not gonna be on the road very long, right?
Yeah, but it's not as certain.
And then we pop them.
Once they know that they're being hunted, it's gonna become a lot harder. We got one shot at it. We can't just be risking it. I hope they're not figuring things out in a school zone or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but we also cannot, like,
God,
how are you gonna get a
Rolando.
bomb at this hour at this time? Like, can you guys deliver quick? Can you reach them right away?
I can reach them.
Fingers at the door.
13. Think I.
Yes.
There we go.
Though the deadbolt is brand new, your deft fingers, your namesake, it's open.
Ooh, nice work. Nice work. Whispers.
Oh. Hey,
Shifts.
call me what you want. Slide on in, open the door, close it
Pairs.
behind BB and I. Re-lock it. Let's
BB
see.
does a cursory look around, seeing,
It's dark.
ooh,
No lights on.
Well,
light.
I feel about flipping out one of the light switches at a time, not risking the full illumination, but one row of lights, two row of light, just enough to sort of see in here while maintaining a low profile. There we go. There we go. Yeah,
Dominating the interior of the salvage building is a very seaworthy looking vessel, a yacht. It looks
Whoa.
new.
Well, look at that. Look at that.
Off to the side of the yacht is a black, heavy vinyl bag in the shape of a man.
Holy
That's
crap.
very interesting.
BB approaches closer to the bag. Bends down and starts taking a look.
Meanwhile, I will be looking for obvious or not so obvious signs of police or FBI presence. If they've set up a little base here, if they have recording equipment or anything of the like.
Lots of cigarette butts crushed in ashtrays, fast food bags, greasy bags overflowing a garbage can. A large amount of provisions, fresh water, foodstuffs on a crate next to the yacht to the house. In the
Dino,
car.
why don't we split up? I'll stay here with the car. You go lift one around. You go get in touch with your man. Maybe reconvene with the crew. I keep an eye. If those guys move, I follow them as best as I can.
Yeah, all right. I'll go try and figure this out. Don't really give a shit about this car. Gets out. And he says, but I think, yeah, take good care of it. It's good manners, you know? Shut the door.
I'll do my best. Hopefully, I won't have to move from here. I scoot over to the driver's seat.
Walk over to
I
start,
lean
just
the
start,
leg
walk,
of the seat low.
start walking down the neighborhood sidewalk and come across a little station wagon. Say, perfect. And pull out the old Slim Jim.
Technology roll, please.
Keep where are we at? First, I try the door.
Unlocked.
Okay. And look around, all the usual spots. Pull the visor down.
There it is.
Catch the keys every time. These fuck idiots. I start the car.
It labors a little bit. The battery is a little undercharged, but it catches.
I can do a little toot toot, and then put it in drive, and start heading down back towards the pharmacy, but I'll stop at the first payphone.
Rolando, the station wagon leaves the neighborhood. A man comes out of the house, lights up a cigarette, starts smoking. He's smoking
lowered the speed.
vigorously.
So I'm just like barely looking like on top of the passenger side window. All light dark.
He finishes the cigarette, massages his knuckles, rolls his shoulders, walks back into the house.
All right. Doesn't seem to have like. Seem a bit nervous, but they're not moving yet.
In the salvage yard, in the salvage building.
Bruno gets down and reaches for that body bag, exposing it, zipping it open.
A late middle-aged man, obviously physically abused, beaten badly, now deceased.
Hey,
Wearing nice linen clothes with a shirt that has the epaulettes of a captain.
wow, it's Manfred. Hey, there's something strange over here. Check, might be the captain of the ship.
Is our boy? Ah, I see.
Damn, I thought we found Cena, but hey, this is weird.
Well,
Maybe-
you know,
Maybe
life
we
at
should,
sea is a rough life.
should we go check up in the yacht?
Yeah, it looks
let's-
like Mr. and Mrs. Accountant. Things are looking the way I think they look. Preparing themselves for quite a long voyage at sea, which our friends in blue have helped themselves to. Let's
You
see
think?
what we can find.
Okay, yeah, let's move along. Looks back and forth, making sure it's all clear. Proceeds up ahead towards the gangplank.
You know,
To
my
the
uncle,
left.
not my favorite uncle, the one I told you about, but my second favorite uncle. He was a fisherman, a number of years. I'll tell you about it sometime.
To the left, empty barrels of marine fuel. To the right, a pallet full of provisions. The ladder goes up into a very nice yacht. Rich provisions. But many more berths than just two.
Bruno goes ahead, hangs the hook of the crowbar over his shoulder, and starts making his way up the ladder.
I follow behind.
The yacht barely fits in the building. Any bigger, and its radio antenna wouldn't fit. The captain's chair is there. There's keys already in. It sits there in its in the berth, sitting in some water, ready to leave. Large metal doors on the riverside of the salvage yard are closed. There's
Alright.
suitcases, but there are 6 suitcases. And of those 6 suitcases, you can see there's a very well provisioned bar, another ashtray full of cigarette butts, and pieces of paper burned in the ashtray.
Bruno checks
that.
checks over some of the suitcases, looking for clothing, articles of clothing that, as he tries to open up the suitcases, try to recognize any of Cena's, Pappy's accountant, see whether or not he recognizes any clothing.
Men's clothing piles out of this first suitcase, littering the ground. It's way more touristy than you would expect, than accountant usually would have. Shorts, shirts, not much casual, not much formal wear, that's for sure. No dinner jackets.
Maybe one of the ladies here. Maybe the ladies. He's checking for more of the ladies' outfits if he can find.
All of the suitcases have men's clothing. None of the suitcases have women's clothing.
This is weird, Manfred. I would have suspected he would have had something here with Elizabeth, but
Well,
this is looking a little strange. Maybe it's not him who's taking this boat.
it's too early to say. Might be him. He might be leaving the missus behind, find someone younger in warmer climates. Maybe she's already shacked up at the grand, the grand penthouse suite, as it were, in this castle here. But what's to be sure is definitely, at least some of this whole endeavor, this was paid for out of our pockets. And there is some safe or some lockbox somewhere. And if there isn't money that belongs to you and me, there's the very least record of comings and goings. Something my uncle always told me, especially in this day and age, every boat, every port it goes to, it's tracked.
Oh, you know what my uncle says? Have crowbar. We'll travel. Let's go.
That's
At a
good saying.
payphone on the side of the road in Miami.
I look up at the light flickering inside the payphone, just kind of like slap it a few times before it goes out. Put a 15 cents in there and dial up the number to my contact Zeke. Ring, ring.
Yeah. What
Zeke.
is it?
Zeke,
Who's this?
Tino. It's Tino.
Tino.
Yeah.
Oh, man, I heard a rumor you guys were in town. How you doing? How you doing, Tino? Man, it's been a dog's age.
You're telling me. Holy shit. It's good to be back in Miami.
What brings you here? Man, it's late. Why are you calling me? It's like, what time is it anyway?
Business, obviously. I don't have...
2:30? It's 2:30, Tino. Man,
Wait, you
sometimes
sleeping?
hard to be your friend. What do you need?
It's Miami. 2:30. You should be getting
Oh,
started.
I know. It's just, I'm getting old. We're all getting older.
I need to talk to you about a thing. And,
A non-telephone
now.
thing, I take it, Tino?
yeah.
Yeah, well, can you get to the shop? You know where the shop is, right?
Yeah, I just want to make sure you're there before I head
I'm
over.
not there right now, but
You need to get
yeah,
there.
she won't wake up for a while. I'll be there, and I can be there. And whereabouts are you anyway? How far away are you from the shop? I can meet you there. Give me an hour. I got to shower. I gotta wake up. Yeah, give me an hour. I can be there in an hour.
Get there quicker. It's important.
All right, if you say so, I'll as soon
Half
as I can.
hour.
All right,
Please.
I hear you, Tino.
I'd consider it a favor, Zeke.
That means something.
And then
All right,
afterwards,
see ya.
we'll go to Flamingos, and you can show me a good time.
Okay, buddy. He hangs up. Click.
You know,
At the house.
lazy son of a bitch. Walk over to the car.
Still lying down in the car seat. I pull a cigarette, bring it to my lips, bring my lighter, change my mind, put the cigarette back in the backpack, get my gun on my lap, look over the window, decide just to wait. Used to that kind of like stalking.
Half an hour later, a different man comes out. He smokes out in front of the house, aggressively smoking a cigarette. Takes out a washcloth, starts wiping his hands. The washcloth. Tucks it into his back pocket. Rubs the back of his neck. Returns to the house.
Fuck, Tino, I need to come back here.
On the yacht.
All right, you know where this thing is, right?
I know where I look
safe.
first. And I go to all the likely places where people who have money hide things. Starting from the top deck all the way down.
Roll perception.
I shall. That is an 11.
Success.
Now, what do we have here? People always like to think they're smart. They're reinventing the wheel, but it's always the same.
Well, what'd you find?
And behind one of the state-of-the-art new tall floor-to-ceiling stereo and entertainment system, there's a panel where, the button,
Whoa.
another door opens, and there is the more familiar rustic look of a safe door. Now we're talking. Now to get to work. Real work.
The safe is a large, heavy door, maybe 2 feet by 2 feet. Quite a large safe for a vessel with
And
a
something
spin
is not
dial.
standard issue. This
Not
was
at all.
paid for custom. Shit. And it might be a little bit beyond what my makeshift helper here can handle.
Roll technology.
I'll do what I can. If not, well,
Bruno looks around, checking out. Hey, this stuff ain't made by Radio Shack. This stuff's like some Kenwood
No.
stuff. I heard about that.
You kidding
kind of-
me? Although they sell some good padlocks at Radio Shack. You'd be surprised. Now let me see here. Ah, yes. 10.
It spins. The dial is very well lubricated. Specialty tools may be required.
Ah, shit. All right. This
Hey,
ain't a
On the-
setback. We know that we have until 4 before
Right.
these guys get back here.
Pulling into the chop shop parking lot of Zeke's.
I park the wagon next to the garage door and give it a little bop, 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 bop.
The chain rattles. The garage doors comes up, revealing vehicles on various stands in various states of disrepair, repair, as they are modified and put together in exciting new vehicles where VINs
Flash.
don't match.
Flash the lights 2 times, pull in, and turn the car off. Stepping outside, I say, Zeke.
Yeah,
there you
Tino,
are.
Tino.
Oh.
He comes up, big hug.
So
Good to see you, brother.
You know what
Brings you
you know
here.
what they say. You
New
can't
York's finest.
you can't pick your family, but you can pick your friends. That's why I like you, Zeke.
That's why we're family. Yes.
Says, okay, so I'm here. Can we talk in your office real quick?
Of course.
All
He
the way.
gestures to a small office. Can I get you anything? You want something to drink?
You know, of course. I've been in Miami this long. I'm still dry.
All right. Have a seat. He pulls out a nice amber bottle of liquor and pours into a crystal glass for you. There you go. We're living fancy these days. Tell me what's
Cheers.
on your mind. What can I
All
do
right,
for
so
you?
we got this job. Some
Okay.
like accountant asshole. Anyways, I got to deal with him. I'm looking for a van, like a utility van,
Yeah.
maybe like 4 sets of coveralls, and maybe something a little bit louder. I don't want
Yeah.
to make a bang. You know what I'm saying?
I gotcha.
You
So
still
you
got
need a
that- you
van
still-
and coveralls, and you need some exciting fireworks.
Yeah, there's another car I'm trying to help someone collect the insurance on, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're saying. That's it? Boy, that's no problem. We can get you that.
So I like you. See,
Yeah, but
I
You
come
can
with
do
my
something for
huge
me, though,
problems.
right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, of course, I said,
It's just a little delivery. It's no big deal. It's into Little Havana. It's not a big deal.
No problem. I'm heading there anyways.
All right. Right. Yeah, he reaches down, pulls up a duffel bag, drops it on the desk. Invoices scatter. They're all fake anyway. Yeah, you just take this into Little Havana. There's some boys there. They're gonna be hanging out. You just need to deliver it to them. They'll have a bag for you. You give it back to. Just change the bags. You bring it back here. No big deal.
I say, you got a little door prize for me in here?
No, there's nothing in there. Come on. I'll have your stuff ready when you get back. I mean, it's you scratch my back, I scratch yours, right?
I got no problem with that.
Yeah, right. I didn't think you did. Here, do you mean to top you up? One for the road.
Yeah, why not?
At the house.
Undoing my tie, unbuttoning my shirt, rubbing my hands. Like, what the fuck is Tino doing? Like, man, can't wait until like look at my watch. Can't wait until all the fucking morning. They're gonna get moving.
The faintest pink on the horizon.
I look outside, try to see if there's any motion inside the house, any light.
The living room light has stayed on the entire evening.
Fuck. Can't do anything by weight. I cannot like fucking if I go in there, I'm dead meat. I guess I just have to wait. Sitting back in the car seat, hoping that Tino fucking come true.
On the yacht in front of the heavy safe.
All right. Maybe I like what you're thinking. But I think you're gonna need a little bit more to get the most oomph. However,
Passes him
This is
the
a-
crowbar. What,
Oh,
something
what?
like this? Maybe we can hit the hinges on the outside there.
no. You see, this is a marina. This was a dry dock. Repairs, cleaning, maintenance on these big boats. I mean, not quite as big as this one.
Oh, you
They
think
got-
about one of them grinders?
Grinders. I'm talking drills. I'm talking hammers. I'm talking anything big and heavy you can find.
Okay,
I
I'm
know
on it.
you'll
I'm on
mind.
it. Yeah. He
Yeah.
heads on off, looking around for the tools, going back down to the bottom where all the supplies are, searching around for.
A large oxygen tank off to the side with some cables around with a blocky.
Ho! He goes ahead and grabs it, heaves it up, brings it along.
Let me help you with that. I get some some of the rope that would be used for mooring the vessel. Come on down. I lash a piece of the handle or what have you of this equipment.
Yeah.
Pull it up. There we go.
Cinches it.
There we are.
Yeah, up there.
A heavy power cable, thick, like a 220 volt, comes out of the box. It's corded,
Right.
looped around several times. The gimbal crane allows the heavy oxygen tank to be on its trolley to be lifted up onto the deck of the yacht. It takes some
Alright.
time and effort.
There we go.
Jeez, let's get this up
Hey.
here. Come on.
Good things come to those who wait, Phoebe. All right.
It's a good thing you're all the brawn here, eh?
All right. Last one. There we are. All right. I think
Now on the
Got it.
deck,
Jeez.
the oxygen tank can roll on its trolley
go.
Jesus.
at Zeke's chop shop.
All right, Zeke.
Yeah, Little Havana. You can't miss it. It's not even that far. Maybe 40 minutes there, 40 minutes back. Boom, bada boom. You're done.
I'm already wearing a set of the coveralls.
Yeah, and even your size. How about that?
Enjoy the station wagon. By the way, my gift to you.
Yeah, I'm sure I could find a use for a station wagon. Whatever.
As long as it doesn't show up anywhere.
What station wagon? Yeah, that's right.
Shut the door, turn it on, and I slap the door a couple times. And I open up the... I say, I'll see you at Flamingos later on, or maybe tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see. It's already getting pretty fucking late out there.
Pink on the horizon growing.
I start heading towards Little Havana and
Rolando.
Rolando.
Yeah, but I'm keeping an eye open. I'm starting to get tired. I haven't any sleep. But that's not new for the Vipera, right? Just like stalking like that, waiting for the right moment to strike. Just keeping an eye on the house.
One man comes out of the house. He lights up a cigarette, but does not stand in front of the door. He walks to one of the two cars, gets in. The taillights come on. The car turns on. He starts pulling away.
That's no good. It's one less guy. But one of the car gone. Mess up with my plan. Hopefully Tino is gonna appear soon. I look over down the street. I make the mental count of all the different people I saw that weren't our people we're looking for. So there was a 3 guy that went in. And I try to remember the guy that just left. The guy that with the towel that wiped his neck. So what are we left with in that house? Thinking if I can be bold. I decide just to wait just a bit more.
On the yacht with the acetylene torch.
All right. This is perfect. It's a little makeshift, a little, not OSHA compliant, but they used to be bought anyway. What do they know?
It's what it is.
That's right. This is gonna be. Oh, wait. There's one thing. I move with a quickness down to one of the opulent bathrooms. I grab the crowbar off the bar top. I step into the shower. I look at it, smash open the ruining this glorious bathroom as I tear down the faucet handle. I reach in at the pipes and interior. There
What's
we
the
are.
noise all about there, Manfred? What?
All right, it's got this the piece the resistance is what it is. I take one of the nozzle fasteners that helps mitigate a larger gauge pipe down to a smaller gauge pipe. I yank that off. There we go. That's what we need. Just then, I screw that on the end of this sort of quasi makeshift welder cutter here and. All right, here we go.
Roll technology.
I take my Zippo lighter and do what needs to be done. Okay, that is going to be a 9.
A failure.
Okay. Ah, shit.
What did you do?
Something. There's a leak. There's a leak somewhere in one of the hoses. Help me.
Jesus.
Sure enough, it hisses.
All right, you got any? Fuck. What do we? What uses glue around here? The wallpaper. The wallpaper. They yank it off the walls.
Bruno grabs up and grabs some of the wallpaper from the edge. Pulls off the little relief.
There we go. It's all just a little bit's all we need. A little dab of doing.
I got a whole wad here.
Well, better more than less.
All right, here.
All right, here we go. Here we go. You grab that tight. You grab that. Those big strong arms. You keep that in. We got it.
The light's coming up, man. We gotta hurry it up.
It's all right. It's all right. Again, it's like it always ends up this way, you know. But it always works out for the best. Here we go. Let's try that one more time.
Okay.
On the way towards a small Cuban sandwich outlet in Little Havana.
As I'm opening the bag. I'm gonna see what I take a look at what Zeke wants me to deliver.
Blued steel. Shotguns. Pistols. And underneath that, looks like he's put in an AK-47.
Oh, it's perfect. And I'm driving for Rolando in Little Havana. And as I'm making that block, kind of flash a couple times the van. And drive up to him.
About
Not
time.
on the road that is not on the house that is being watched. And park on the other side of him.
4 men get out of the house. Between 2 of them, dragging, is a 5th man. 2 of them open the back doors of the sedan that's there, roughly put the man inside, sit on either side of him, while the other 2 get in driver's side, passenger side. The full car backs out of the driveway.
I
The
start the
light
car.
on the living room is still on.
I turn on the car that I'm in.
I'm standing
Pull up
outside
my
the van. I'm
speed
like,
up. Get my gun on my lap. And I ram the car in the passenger side of that car.
Car accelerates. The last moment, smashing into this car, the sedan. On the passenger side, the passenger immediately reaches for his left armpit. The rear passenger does the same. Pistols come out in hand.
Yeah, I already got my pistol in
hop
my
in the
hand.
van.
Try to pop the guy in the back.
I hop in the van and I'm going to go drive by them as well. Getting the AK ready.
18.
Big success.
Straight in the forehead, the guy. Big flash.
The driver floors it. Instead of going out, continuing to back out, he just peels out. The back end of the car starts swinging around, tearing up. The wheels go on the manicured lawn, ripping it up as he fishtails out onto the road. Tino.
All right, come on, Tino.
So I'm driving straight at him. And I I'm quickly grasping for the seatbelt to try to put it on as and throw the dump the AK down on the ground and turn into him and get into a head-on collision with him.
Driving check. At the last moment, the car swerves, avoiding a head-on collision. The very last moment, clipping just the back of the car, ripping the back bumper off, but it accelerates away in the opposite direction. The front door of the house opens. A man comes out, gun in hand. Heard the gunshots.
I get the car back on the road. I stop right next to Tino. I make him sign to come in, and I scoop over to the passenger side.
Hop out of the car. I slide over, like I'm in the yard of the man that just came out, and I slide over, slink out of the passenger side and get into the other car.
A gun goes
leaving
off.
The van as a barrier between the two of us.
Shots go off. Bullets zinging off the car as this man is firing at you from the front door.
I throw the bag into Rolando's lap full of guns and hop in.
Fucking floor it, man.
Dude.
Sorry, it took too long. Change of plan.
With the acetylene torch.
K. Think you got it?
All right. I think I got it. All right. Last thing. What I want you to do, you take that beautiful crowbar that you wield so well. I want you to flatten out the nozzle, just like that.
K.
Don't you worry about the noise. It's bells. It's music to my ears. Ain't no one around here.
Oh, come on. Tap.
Here we go. This is it. Always. It always seems like it's not going to work out, but eventually it does. All right. I jam it in that smaller, flattened out nozzle into the hinges of where the safe door would open, attempting to acquire as much purchase and as much inflict as much damage as is possible. And with this,
he jams in his the end of the crowbar in to give it also some leverage and trying to yard on it at the same time.
There we go.
Bruno, roll strength. Fingers. Technology.
As I continue to unscrew the valve, possibly dangerously so.
11.
All right. I also got an 11.
The combined effort. Something's. It gets purchase. There's a shower of sparks.
Yes! Yes!
Bruno puts all of that
You're
championship belt strength into it.
Oh, Lord Almighty! Oh,
Alexis Arguil over here! Joe Frazier! got nothing on you.
no! He gets angry.
Success. The safe is defeated.
All right.
Haven't had such a workout since Johnny Patino and that 6 rounds of just
right.
dreadful. I tell
I
you.
remember him.
Clang, drops the crowbar down.
Let's see what we have.
All right, let's see what we got.
Inside the safe, it's 2/3 full of cash, somewhat singed from your oxygen fueled fire, but nevertheless, stacks of hundreds wrapped in clean bank wraps. On top of the 2/3 full safe are 6 passports.
Skittles.
Tino,
Oh yeah.
on the road, in front of the house, taking fire from the house.
Floor it.
Oh, you're muted. Sorry.
Make a 3-point turn back and out towards follow the car that was driving off. Keeping my
Car's
head down
driving
low.
erratically, fast. Make a driving check for me.
Eight.
Failure.
I hear like the tick, 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 tick. What the fuck did you do to the car, man?
I had to improvise, man. Don't lose them. Fucking floor it.
Good idea. What a great idea that is.
Back tire is blown. One of the shots must have clipped it from the house.
I drive
get out
on
of
the
here.
I drive on the rail till I make the corner.
Make another driving check for me. The car is outpacing you easily now.
15.
All you have to do is just wear through that rubber. You're back on the road, leaving a shower of sparks behind you. The rear passenger tire is completely shredded.
Let me
Say,
even
we're gonna have
get
to change
out, yeah.
cars.
I aim to shoot at the back tire of the car as well, or the car in front of me.
It's a difficult shot, long range.
That's gonna be a 15.
Takes a couple shots. The second one, there's suddenly showers of sparks coming from the back tire of the back wheel of the driver's side. It's a car fishtails in front.
Stop the car and get out of it. And I say, you run ahead, I guess. I'll try and get another car. And I crack one of the windshields with one of the guns from the bag.
Smash. Window shatters.
Open it up. See if the keys are still there.
Roll technology.
10.
No keys, but
And I
this
do
is
it the old-fashioned way.
the steering column is accessible to you, and sure enough, car is
Get to
started.
work at the wires. Yep.
Back at the
I pick
safe.
up-
Oh, sorry, Rolando. Yes.
I pick up a gun from the bag that Tino threw in my lap in my offhand, and I get off the car. I zigzag around, trying to find some cover.
The occupants of the car in front of you drive on a little bit before it's obvious they can't go any further either. Instead of 4 men plus the accountant, or who could be the accountant, 3 men get out, drag the accountant with them. One of them stops an oncoming car, waving a gun at the driver, pulling the driver out of the car, and the 3 of them jump in. Now back to the safe on the yacht.
All right, all right. See who this is. What are these? American passports? What are these? What are these? German passports? Oh, looky here.
Well, I'll go grab a suitcase. Bruno.
Definitely
Hey,
not
son.
American. Definitely not American. Spanish of some sort.
Some kind of European. I think that's French. All right. Put in the breast
who-
pocket.
Where are the pictures on it? Pictures on the passports?
One of the pictures is this. The other looks
Oh, no.
similar to the guy that one of the guys that was there at the salvage yard before.
Oh shit! It looks like them cops.
Wait, where are they getting the money for this?
Maybe they're dirty cops. I don't know, but I know that they didn't get it.
Yeah. Let's
right.
let's take off with the cash
Get those
here,
suitcases
anyways.
with the real vacation. In fact, why not? When you asking for a pair of underwear, he ain't gonna use it no more anyway. Here, take this silk. Toss him a pair of silk underwear from the pile of ransacked suitcases here. Yeah, help BB grab a.
All right,
grab a
yeah, let's
suitcase
get.
and
Go
we-
ahead.
we-
Starts tossing the cases along.
There's so much cash here, it fills the 6 suitcases. Pretty close. 4 of the suitcases completely full of cash.
Who needs a change of clothes when this is what you're packing on your trip?
Back on the road, the commandeered car speeds away from Rolando and Tino. Tino is now getting the other car ready. Tino,
Definitely.
a third car's engine, like another car from behind you, is revving.
I take a moment, step over towards the other car, grab the duffel bag, and toss it into the new car. And I'm looking at down the road at this other car that's starting to go as I make my way back to the driver's side.
Rolando, from cover,
Right,
from one of the
take,
parked cars,
Yeah.
a vehicle's coming up quickly behind you, headlights closing fast.
I try to take a desperate shot of the driver running away before he's out of sight. And it's missing by a mile.
Off into the
Reacted way
darkness
too slow.
somewhere. Mm-hmm. The light of these headlights starts bleeding over the pavement towards you from behind.
So I jump into the car and put my hand on the AK. I'm looking back at the car that's going to come, and I start as it approaches. I'm gonna try and cut it off.
Make a driving check for me as it comes screaming by.
So, 16.
Yeah, overwhelming success.
And I'm gonna just drive towards the car that's leaving.
The chase car gets cut off by Tino. When you pulled out in front of it, it goes sideways into parked cars, smashing into them, almost rolling over due to the speed before it settles heavily back onto its springs. There's 3 individuals, Rolando, in that car: driver, and then passenger, and someone in the back seat.
I turn around quickly and I just put my gun toward the car, and I move away to the side toward the door. I keep circling.
A new car, recently stolen by Tino, is racing down the street.
I approach the driver door with my gun pointing at the face. I say, "Get out!"
The driver doesn't respond. Massive gash on his forehead, blood pouring down the side. The passenger struggles for his left armpit. In the back, there's a woman. She's laying down on the back bench seat.
Just
I take
blow
him
past.
to the.
Trying to catch the other car.
Rolando.
I take him to the guy, reaching for his pocket,
Yep.
and I pop his face off. 15.
Success. Yes.
There's no more air to that guy, and I yell "Get out
There's
the car!"
Screaming in the back of the car. A woman's voice. The driver still doesn't respond. Unconscious. Tino.
I'm gonna see how good this little Japanese car can do as I floor it towards trying to use my driving skill to catch up through this busier part of traffic
Roll driving.
to the running car. I'm blowing past a guy that's like, what the fuck? Yeah, 11.
Sure enough, your skills cutting the corners. The distance between the car that was commandeered and your car closing. The roads looking familiar as the car winds and winds through the dirty windows of the salvage yard building with 4 suitcases stuffed with cash. Lights swing wildly into view. There's a
Get
squeal of tires.
I'm getting the AK-47 ready, like right here, so I can like.
In the yacht with the suitcases full of cash.
All right.
Bruno swings around and starts bailing the suitcases down below. Hey, we can make a quick getaway here.
Yeah, we got it. Ah, shit! Where's Tina with the car? I forgot he was gone.
Hey! If we have to, we can go ahead and get one of the fishmongers out there. Pay him off.
You kidding
Hey.
me? They say they'll smell it. They'll smell it on us. It'll
There's
be
a
all
sudden-
over for us.
A sudden crash as a chain link fence gets rammed into. It's loud outside as a vehicle comes squealing to a stop just outside the salvage yard. Rolando.
I pop the guy in the back that's left. And
Crack. Another shot goes out.
And
He's
the
down.
driver quickly, I open the door, throw him down, shoot him in the back of the head, or he's unconscious. And then I get in the car and I fucking drive.
In the back, whimpering sounds. Please, please.
I said,
Gotta help
shut the
us.
fuck up and you might leave.
A woman whimpering behind you as you drive on.
Don't
Tina.
do anything stupid there.
Now, drive up behind him and hit him try to. I'm gonna hit him in the back of the car to kind of get their car spinning to keep them inside. So 12.
Success. The back of the car spins. As it spins into the salvage yard parking lot. Destroys the gate. And as it spins, it keeps them from opening their doors. The car comes to a rest sideways next to the salvage building in front of the front door.
I point the AK out of the smashed window on the passenger side and just throw a bunch of shots into the car.
It's deafeningly loud as the 7.62 millimeter rounds just tear into that car. You can see at least the passenger on the passenger side is riddled as bullets go flying in before the magazine is empty. 30 rounds gone. Inside
Throw it in
the
floor well,
salvage,
grab one of the shotguns.
inside the salvage yard, new
Jesus!
sources of light as bullets pierce the thin metal outside siding of this building, riddling it with holes.
I take out my revolver. Shit.
Bruno heads over towards the door of the salvage yard and the salvage yard building, and goes to investigate tries to get up to the close to the door and look through, see what's going on out there.
I do the same at the back entrance that we broke into, see what can be seen.
Headlights in the front. Some headlights pointing in an awkward direction and somewhat askew, illuminating the side of the fish packing plant, which has some people coming out to see what's going on. Another set of headlights stopped slightly on an angle with a barrel of a assault rifle out the window. Rolando.
I'm driving like in the direction where the car left. I'm trying to figure out as much as I can to get back the trail. Save
Roll
some peace
roll
bits.
perception for me.
Yes. 9.
You hear the unmistakable sound of automatic gunfire.
Well, I know where I'm heading.
Up
It's
ahead,
familiar.
a familiar pharmacy and then a bunch of dust and smoke in front of a salvage yard. 2 vehicles there. Tino.
Open up the door. I'm loading a couple shells in the shotgun, and I train it down on the car. I say, you got one chance to make it out of this. Why don't you take your guns outside, or throw your guns outside?
Bruno, fingers.
Bruno listens for the familiar sound of Tito and realizes what's happening out there. Jesus!
I don't see nothing back here. What do you got?
No, shh! Let's go. He sneaks on through the slit of the door and makes his way to the car that Tito is pointing at.
I rush to grab the other suitcases that are left, and do the same, trusting the natural fighter instincts of the boxing man.
Bruno, a man is in the car that Tino is yelling at, is fiddling with something in the driver's seat. Behind him, there's 2 men. We'll go into normal order. Tino, Rolando, Manfredo, Bruno.
So Tino is going to kill the one he's closest to in the passenger side front seat.
Roll.
Yeah.
Shotgun goes off.
$10.
The double-aught buck.
11.
11. The double-aught buck shatters the passenger side window, spider webs it. A mist of blood on the inside of the windshield. Rolando, a flash of a shotgun in the yard. Tino standing outside of a car that's turned sideways in front of the salvage yard. Bruno exiting, making his way towards the driver, who's focused on Tino, not paying attention behind him. 2 men in the back seat. One man in the back seat.
I turn around, look at it behind me. I say, "Don't do anything stupid." And then I fucking get out of the car. I quickly reload my main gun. Gun in one end. I move toward the car.
Fingers.
The gunshots go out. I drop the suitcase in my left hand, bringing that revolver up. I see the silhouette of a man in this car ahead. I hear gunshots. I smell the gunpowder, and I fire, hoping to get a shot. And I
roll
apologize.
ranged. Yeah.
Is ranged body or mind?
Body.
In that case, it is a 12.
Success.
Boom! The shot goes out, shattering the rear windshield, spidering as you've said before. A bit of ricochet, perhaps of errant glass, tearing the vinyl ceiling, puncturing the back of the front seats, and that is a revolver.
Okay, Bruno
comes up against the side of the door with his fist and plows right into the driver.
The driver, not paying attention at all. Roll boxing.
17.
Knockout.
Right hook. Right, Eddie mentioned.
Crack. A violent move. You hit the nerve ganglions right underneath his jaw. He shudders and down. Yep. Locked him right out.
Yeah.
Jesus, I thought the bullets would take him down.
It's quiet. Tino, there's no motion.
Knock, knock. Tap the glass on the back window.
A little hand comes up. It's me. It's me. It's Jimmy. Jimmy. It's Jimmy.
I say, BB, I got you covered.
Yeah. Bruno goes over and opens up the door, practically peeling it off.
In the back seat, now covered in broken glass and blood, Jimmy Cooperman is there. He's holding a gunshot wound, revolver wound, bleeding.
Jimmy grabs.
You gotta help me. It's these crooked feds, man. Crooked feds.
What the heck were you doing? Pulls him out.
Where's Liz? Is Liz okay? Tell me Liz is okay.
I have no idea. Let's get you a car. You got some wheels that we could use. Come on, Tito.
Rolando.
I get to the car, and I'm just looking around, see like there's no more fucking feds alive. So you were about to squeal?
No, it's not like that at all. He says, not like that at all.
Oh, it's not like that.
Fingers.
Oh, sorry.
We can come out of that now. It could be more free form.
Oh, it's not like that, is it? Is it?
No,
Where's
I
the
know what it
picture
looks
with
like.
money?
I know it's not.
I know what it looks like because I have it, because we've seen it. It looks like that way because it is that way.
A female voice cries out, "It's true. It's true."
I know it's true.
I go back to the car that I just left, and I open the back door, and I pull the woman out.
She's handcuffed.
Put my
She
gun
has,
on the side of her face.
she has handcuffs. She looks like she's been roughed up a little bit, as does Jim. Well, aside from his revolver wound, Cooperman looks a little roughed up as well.
Reaching into the
She shivers
passenger
away
side.
from Rolando. Oh, please, please.
Reaching into the passenger side to try to get some sort of and I pull out the wallet from the Asian in that seat and look at it, see a badge.
Sure enough, it says FBI.
Feds.
There's his ID.
I'm glad we got this fucking guy.
Let's get out of here, guys. Like I look around for all the cars that are the one that is less fucked up.
Open the trunk. Open the trunk.
Bruno goes
Sirens
ahead.
sound in the distance.
grabs Jimmy and shoves him into the next car, in Tito's car. Come on, let's go.
We got the money.
Hey, jeez.
Money? What
The money, huh?
the money he
What?
was trying to buy out his way to
No, it
freedom.
wasn't us. We wasn't us. He says. You gotta believe me. You gotta believe me. It wasn't us.
Get in the fucking car, you nerd.
Let's go.
He jumps in the car with some help from the rest of you. His wife pleading for their lives.
Hop in the driver's seat and I say,
I go in the
get,
back. with the
cozy,
woman.
everybody. It's like,
Yeah, it's like a sardine in here. Bruno crams in as well.
Cram in the back.
Fuck's sake, Bruno, go in the
He's-
front.
these fucking Japanese cars. I swear. I start it up and start driving out. Tick, 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 tick. It's ticking away.
Fuck, we need a new ride.
I used this one up too, I think.
I'm gonna be spotted right away.
We got to get to a place and lay low, but we can make.
I take those back roads out of the
You can let
dock
New
that we
York know
took
what's
on the
up.
way here.
Following the back roads, getting out of here with not only Cooperman, but also Elizabeth Cooperman and 4 suitcases full of cash. The commission's agents have again managed the impossible. As the sun rises in the east, cooking the horizon, a new Miami day full of noise and sounds and smells. We'll call it there.
Right on.
Good job, guys.
What a
Just
bunch of
leave it-
mayhem. That was
Leaving a
hilarious.
casual car bomb.
Yeah, the car bomb. The fire in the yacht that you probably said when you used an oxygen.
Shh. Don't say nothing about that.
That's
Gotta
awesome.
get rid of the
That's
evidence somehow.
Yes, exactly.
It's our distraction plan. That's it.
So how
Well,
did
the evidence. in
quick
that case, the
feedback? How,
evidence
how
will
did you
work
guys
enough.
feel about that? How did you?
Oh.
Were you?
I like this one better than the last one. That was for sure. That was
Me too.
yeah.
Yeah.
You kept a really good head through the whole thing there, Crispy.
It was good
pretty
that
awesome.
I liked what Rick and Nick were doing on their own, and then Tino, and then Tino and Rolando, and then just Tino and just Rolando. I kept on expecting. I was trying to give Max. I was trying to give you opportunity if you wanted it to
Yeah.
go to the house. You didn't have to, obviously.
Yeah,
Tino
I thought about it a few times, right?
yeah.
But like I said, like you know what? I tried to count like mentally the people who was in there and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I said like that's gonna be like a fucking like I cannot do that on my own. And I figure out, Rolando is a professional marksman, right?
Yeah.
He should be used to those kind of like stalking and waiting and be patient.
Yes,
And I said that in
yeah.
the previous game as well, right? Trying to kill the guy. Then sometimes like when done, a lot of it is about waiting, right?
Sure.
But
I would
then
have
like
really
when
been happy if you ate a pistachio at some point.
That was what you were hoping for.
I was waiting for him to eat a pistachio.
I loved your creation of the chop shop guy,
Zeke.
Phil, yeah, Zeke. That was great. I thought that was really
great.
good.
Yeah. Flamingos.
I did that whole thing, and it was
Zeke.
kind of a waste. 'Cause it was like,
No, it wasn't a waste.
No, not at all. Not at all.
No, it was great.
no, you use the gun.
Yeah,
that
what
you
did
got.
I bring?
You brought the AK.
The
and the-
AK.
Even if you didn't bring anything, it's still flavor. It's still
bag
of
creativity. It
guns.
makes things come alive.
That's right.
Yeah.
You know,
That's right.
That's true. There was
Yeah.
a bag
all
of
good.
guns involved.
I find that hard setting to play in, to be honest.
Yeah. What do you find hard about it?
Because we're supposed to be mobsters and stuff like that. We cannot just go like gun blazing all the time, right? We
That's
try to
right.
be subtle. So there's a lot of waiting and stuff like that. A lot of like
There is.
trying to win in civilization, society. It's not like when you go in a dungeon and just like can fucking kill whatever is there, right? Or medieval time.
That's right. That's right. You have to make decisions before you start opening
You
up.
should try playing Tino rather than the Vipera.
Yeah.
It's a lot less.
think
It's
so?
a lot less careful.
Maybe. But also like the fact that it's in the 70s, right? And we don't have like
Yeah.
communication device.
Yeah, you don't have
Cell
cell phones or
Yep.
yeah.
Yeah, that's an added
It's challenging.
complication, especially when we spread out. At some point, like there was like this big section toward like in the middle
Sure.
there, like which basically like most of the session where we're all split up, right? And
Yeah.
basically what BB and Manfredo was doing was kind of like, well, I'd like you to get you back in the action so we can move somewhere, but like, how can we fucking do it, right? It's just like, at some point, Tino is gone too.
Yeah.
So
But I think it all worked out for the most part because it does. There are definitely restrictions, but it also opens up. Like I knew that there weren't metal detectors, ubiquitously in airports.
For a domestic
Even
flight. Yeah.
25 years ago, but
No.
But certainly not back in the 70s. There video surveillance of the warehouse would not be as ubiquitous or as complete as it would be today. So electronic locks not as prevalent or as sophisticated. Though it is interesting. It is interesting.
Yeah,
But I very much enjoyed it. Very much enjoyed
Well,
it.
we
also
loved
kind
having
of
you here.
struck-
So thank you for
love being
joining
here.
us. It was great.
Nick.
Yeah. It's really nice to have another one that's interested in character, kind of creative play and coming up with stuff. I
Yeah.
thought that was great.
Hey,
It's
you're
the only
best.
thing that matters.
Great job, Nick.
Yeah, that was great.
Thank you.
And I apologize to the players because I was trying to split time between the two groups of you, and I know, of course, we have Rick and Nick. You're
Right.
doing a different type of thing, like it's more of a heist that you're doing, while
Right.
Tino and Rolando are doing more of a stakeout and then following the guys around.
Yeah. I think you did a very good job though, because this is at least understood. It could go longer, but this is a one shot, and you have one, then two, then three different people. So you have to be kind of aggressive on pacing, which you may not have to do
Yeah.
in a different circumstance.
One thing that we did do better this time, I thought, is that we didn't have too many instances where there was over talking or that people weren't quite sure who goes next. There may be a couple of those, but overall it was, I think, one of our better showings for that in that regard.
Yeah.
Well,
I
everyone being a
apologize.
different scene.
Oh, go ahead. There we go.
Everyone
We're
being-
talking over each other.
This doesn't
Everyone
count.
Yeah, it's okay now.
Sorry, go ahead, Phil.
Go ahead, Phil.
Everyone being in a different scene helps not over talking, because you're like, back at this dock.
Yeah.
You're like,
Yeah.
maybe. Okay, well, I'm not talking now.
Yes. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I
And I was
misunderstood
trying to be sensitive of when I cut. Like I was like, okay,
Yeah.
where.
I'm just saying that made it easier to not talk over other people.
Yes, it did. Yeah.
You're almost doing the one name, like round.
Yeah, I was trying to do that, and
It was
I
similar
did
to that, but with scenes.
with scenes, like just okay. So that's why I was trying to on a pay phone on the side of the road in Miami, like that. Okay, that's Tino, right? At the house, Rolando, on the yacht. I was trying to remember
Right.
to put in with the oxygen torch or the acetylene torch, trying to, but I don't know. I had a lot of fun with this one. I didn't have as much prepared. In fact, I had almost nothing prepared other than the concept that the accountant had been lifted by crooked FBI agents that were liquidating or using his knowledge of like if it had gone to the next morning, my thought was you could follow them or you would see them going to the financial district in downtown Miami and going to the banks and withdrawing large amounts of cash and then returning that to the yacht and then just rinse and repeat as you do that from different banks. Liquidating
we
out
didn't wait for that.
So, but you didn't wait for that. You were like right into it, which is great. I thought that was really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of fun.
wish
I
I
like
coulda-
the spot where we're separated was that was rough too, because we're different time in different tempo, right? It was just like different.
Very.
Like, so it's hard to keep like, okay, I'm gonna do a bit here, a bit there, a bit here, a bit there, because like what we're doing is so different.
It is different.
At some point we're in the stakeout, right, which is for us the time is very slow, and at some point even me and Tino like separate, and then like you have like 3 different tempo when he's like doing like, and they're doing the kind of like looking around and ice thing, and at some point like we're going to some very action intense stuff, but they're still like in the ice, which is much more relaxed, right?
Yeah.
So I think you did good on that. Like, it's not easy juggling this kind of like when we're all doing different stuff.
How did you find, Nick? How did you find the dice mechanic? Does that made sense? It was okay.
It did make sense. Yes. Yeah. It's very, very, very simple, very easy to understand. It's most importantly, it's very unobtrusive,
Very.
which
That's what I like about
I like and appreciate.
Yeah.
I'm familiar with Total Party Skills YouTube channel. I've never purchased or gotten a chance to see any of his products, but this was very good. This was very good.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it's good. It's good. I like it. It's
There you go.
here's my copy. It's it's useful because it's kind of a pulpy thing, and
yeah,
it's easy to put that into different creations of our own. Like, oh, okay, let's do 1970s mobsters for fun, and you can port it over relatively.
there's something
easy.
about the lightness of it. It feels like there is. Maybe it's just because I'm playing in a one shot, but I feel like it would kind of encourage those kind of one shot type of experiences based on how it's set up and the kind of like play it seems to incentivize.
Yeah, I don't know what progression is like in it.
So
the
way it progresses is 2 ways. Well, 3 ways, I suppose. Each, you'll get additional skill points, and the cap on the maximum for both trait and skill points is raised. So right now, the cap on your traits is 3. But by the time you get to, I think it's level 3, then that cap, you get an additional trait, and the cap goes to 4. And then the cap on skills goes from 3 to 4. And then it just marches up a little bit at a time. It does start to feel a little more super powered when you get into rolling 4d6 plus a skill, and you're just trying to beat a 14 or something. It's pretty easy to do.
Even with the body dice for when I shoot, and the +3 for my range and +3 for the strike.
Strike,
That's
yeah, it's a
like-
lot. Yeah,
make you feel like a good shot, right? I don't miss much. I didn't miss
Right.
once though, but it was
yeah, just once.
yeah.
Well, Nick, I hope that you had a good enough time that you can come
Yeah, it was
back and
great.
bring Matt with you
Absolutely.
and we can do more of this. We've got more of this type of content coming. Rick, do you want to talk about your thing coming up on Monday? You've got next week, or
Yep, we have the plans to go ahead and do a long 4-hour session of Traveler, and
hell yeah. I will watch that.
We'll have something going on, which is going to be crazy and out of this world.
and more things beyond that. So
Yes.
we're going to keep on keeping on and working on this, but really appreciate and anyone else who watches this on the replay or what have you. If you're intrigued with this kind of in character play, then yeah, reach out to one of us and maybe we can do some practice sessions and we're certainly open. We're an open shop. We'd certainly like to have more people join us. Yeah,
That would be nice. Well, thank you guys once again.
please.
Really appreciate you having me.
absolutely. And thanks for everyone that watched and we'll catch you on the next one. All right.
Guess we'll go ahead and carry her out with the traditional ending here.
Yeah, send us out. Absolutely.
Alrighty,
Thanks, Rick.
all right. Yeah, here we go.
Alright, if you've made it this far in the video and you feel like you want to go ahead and punch that subscribe button, we're learning stuff, I'm learning stuff, let's all learn together.
Subscribe now. Subscribe to 28mm RPG, subscribe to Big Bad RPG, and subscribe to Cable Runner 3.
Thanks for joining us. Keep an eye out for our next upload. We'll look forward to having you on the next one. Bye.